There are moments in life when we think choosing others makes us good, makes us worthy, makes us loved. But sometimes, in trying to save everyone else, we lose the one person who mattered the most, ourselves. In a busy town lived a young woman named Alice. She was the friend who always showed up, the colleague who stayed late, the sister who never complained. If someone's laptop broke, they called Alice. If someone forgot their assignment, they asked Alice. If someone needed emotional support at 2 a.m., they messaged Alice. And Alice always replied, "Don't worry, I'm here." Her kindness was her pride, and people praised her for being selfless, dependable, and strong. But beneath her smile, there lived a tired girl who kept giving and giving until her own world grew empty. Alice loved painting. Her room once smelled of acrylics and fresh canvas. But over the years, her brushes lay untouched and dust coated the colors that once brought life to her days. She kept telling herself, "Later, I'll paint later." But later never came. One afternoon, her friend Aisha called, crying over a breakup. Alice rushed to her house, skipping her meal and her rest. "What would I do without you?" Aisha sobbed. Alice hugged her, comforting her for hours, and never mentioned she was exhausted from pulling an all-nighter the night before. The irony was, everyone said they loved Alice's presence, yet no one ever asked, "And who takes care of you?" Weeks passed, and Alice's life started falling apart quietly. She forgot appointments, she slept late and woke up tired. She cancelled her own plans just to accommodate others. People applauded her kindness, but nobody noticed the price she was paying for it. Until one day, the breaking point came. Alice was leading a project for her office and had promised to present the next morning. She planned to spend the entire evening preparing. But that night, 3 people called her. One needed help moving furniture, one needed advice about career stress, and the third simply needed someone to talk to because they were bored. Alice said yes to all of them. By the time she returned home, it was past midnight. Her eyes burned, her mind spun, and she opened her laptop only for tears to blur the screen. She could not do it. And the next day, she received her first warning letter at work. For the first time, Alice sat down on her bed and asked herself a question she had never dared to ask. Why do I care about everyone so deeply, when none of them care to check if I'm drowning? That evening, she visited her uncle Rohan, a simple man who lived by the sea. He brewed her tea, handed it to her and said, "Tell me everything." And she did. She cried about her exhaustion, her loneliness, her disappointment. When she finally fell quiet, he pointed towards the ocean and said, "Look at the waves. They touch the shore, the rocks, the boats, giving everything water and life. But when the waves pull back, do you think the ocean is selfish? No, it is simply returning to itself. You cannot pour endlessly, Alice. Even the ocean needs time to fill again." Alice stared at the waves, realizing she knew how to be kind to everyone, except herself. Her uncle continued, "You've been taught that choosing yourself is selfish. But it's not. It's survival. It's respect. It's balance." That night changed everything. The next morning, the first test arrived. Aisha called again, asking Alice to come over because she was feeling low. Alice opened her calendar. She had her own tasks to finish, her own stability to repair. Her heart wanted to drop everything and go. But this time she took a breath and said softly, "Aisha, I'm taking today for myself. I can talk later, but I cannot come right now." There was a long silence. Aisha hung up abruptly. Alice felt guilty, almost ashamed, but she stayed strong. That evening, she finally opened her paints. As color touched canvas, something inside her woke up again, a small spark that had been buried for years. The days that followed weren't easy. Some people were offended. Some were confused. Some simply drifted away. The ones who only loved the version of Alice that sacrificed herself. But something else happened too. Her health improved. Her mind quieted. Her art flourished. Her confidence returned. And slowly, her life became hers again. Months later, Alice met her uncle by the ocean once more. "So," he asked with a mischievous smile, "did the world collapse because you said no?" Alice laughed for the first time in years. "No," she said. "The world stayed the same. It was me who changed." Then she added softly, "When I began choosing myself, I stopped begging others to choose me." So, my friend, reading this, learn from Alice. Being kind is beautiful, but not at the cost of abandoning yourself. People will respect the boundaries you respect first. Love yourself loudly. Protect your time fiercely. And remember, choosing yourself is not selfish. It is necessary. It is powerful. It is the beginning of peace.